YouTube. I'm coming at y'all again this afternoon with another video. And so today, what I'm working on is trying to put a new radio out here in my old 450 flatbed. So the story behind this is it's got radio in it now. It's not the factory one, but it's some aftermarket. I don't even know what kind it is. It looks like a Sound Pro, something like that. That's what it says. And I never really have used it because it works, but it doesn't work. I mean, the sound quality is horrible. The driver's side door speaker is the only one that works. And if I had to guess, it's probably the original door speakers. I highly doubt they've been changed. And they apparently did rewire them, but there is wires, hanging down underneath the dash everywhere where they did it all, and it's just not very good. And so, I mean, granted, I don't use the radio too much when I'm driving in the truck, but it is nice to have one every now and then to use. So, the other day, I had my birthday the other day, turned 20, so no more teenage years for me. I'm an adult now. So, I figured, you know what, I want to go ahead and do something about this. So, I found me some new door speakers and a new radio on Amazon. So we ordered them, and they came in last week. So happy early birthday to me. And so of course today is Friday. My birthday was Tuesday, and so I don't have any welding classes on Friday, so I'm out of school. So I figured why not come out here and try to put it in already. So that's about all I can really tell you. Just give you the quick rundown of it. Let me just show y'all a quick demonstration of what this radio setup is like in here. So as you can probably see, I've kind of already got everything tore apart, everything where I actually came out here yesterday and looked at it and was trying to figure out what I need to do, but then the weather got bad because we had some severe storms and tornadoes coming through and all that stuff, so I had to give up on it. But so as you can see, I've already got it tore apart for now. And so basically, I mean, that's the radio. I mean, and there's the faceplate for it right there. But I mean, like I was saying, someone's, redone all this before, because if you look right there, see, there's the speaker wire just hanging down across there, and see, like I said, this door speaker is the only one that works, and passenger side's never worked, and I've tried playing with that wire and jiggling it and tugging on it and all that stuff, see, maybe the connection's bad or something like that, and it never does anything, so I don't know if it's ever worked or not, So let me just turn this on right here and give y'all a glimpse of what I'm doing with.
Don't believe it, you better let it go.
The passenger side doesn't work. Driver's side works though. And I mean, as you can tell, the sound is extremely distorted and very crackly sounding and just not good at all. I mean, it's just terrible. And so, I mean, just right there is not too bad, but it's still too much distortion. I mean, just terrible sound quality, if you ask me. And so, I mean, let me show y'all what I'm dealing with right here. I mean, they make, now they do make, aftermarket wiring harness adapters and all that stuff, And like I said, or I don't know if I ever said this or not, but I mean, I don't know when this radio was put in. I mean, I don't think the man I bought it from put it in. I'm guessing probably the original owner did it. Because, I mean, just look at this. If I can even get out of here. I mean, that, first of all, that plastic clip doesn't even hold anything back there. And then you're dealing with this junk. I mean, this is... Let me see. Come on, I had this farther out yesterday. There we go. I mean, look at this mess. I mean, that's just... like, what the heck is going on here? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. And so, as you can see right here, I don't know if you can or not, but see right there, there's the factory wiring harness right there. And they've just completely cut the ends of it off and just done away with it all. And, I mean, they've, of course, you got inline fuse, so I guess that's your power right there. I guess red is power, black is ground, and I don't even know what the crap this is. As far as I know, this gray right here, yeah, that's the speaker wire right there, because you can see it shaking around. And then, like, right here, I mean, they just, like, that's not even wire nut. It's probably not even soldered, I bet. I mean, that's probably just twisted together and been wrapped up in tape. So I mean that's just a terrible setup if you ask me. I mean you've got, you know, these are here. Of course, I don't know what these are for, and if y'all want to, y'all can comment and tell me what it is. You know, I'll accept it. But all I know is all this going away. Now let me show you what I got right here that we're putting in, or I'm putting in anyway. Got me this brand new JVC KD X-350 BTS radio. So as what's cool about it is the screen actually changes colors in it while it's playing. And of course you've got, you know, Bluetooth compatibility. You connect up 2 phones with it, and of course it's got the Sirius XM compatibility with it. Bluetooth. I think you can even do like Pandora and iHeartRadio. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so you can even do, it's Pandora, iHeart, Spotify, and all that good stuff with it. And yeah, so there's an example of how the screen changes colors if you look around the box right here. And so, and of course that's just some more of the stuff about it. And so I think it was about $70 on Amazon, something like that. But it had a 4.5-star rating, and so I think the only reason people didn't give it 5-star was because of the remote app that you can download to your phone to use with it. Said the app was not very good, and so. But I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, what's wrong with just reaching out and pushing buttons, turning knobs? You know, not that hard. And then door speakers got me some new CT Sounds 6.5 shallow mount speakers. Let's see if I can open this box one-handed. I don't know if I can or not. Well, I don't know. I'll show you later when I'm starting to put them in. And so, I mean, I think these were actually a 5-star rated speaker, and everyone said, you know, sound quality was great. Had a great bass on it, or bass. I mean, not bass. Great bass on it, and so yeah. So that's what I'm working on today. So let's go back in here now, and let's start ripping out all this. I mean, not literally ripping out, but I'm going to do what I can with that, and then figure out how to get these door panels pulled off, which I've actually got the door panel removal tool I just went and got. And of course I did go to Radio Shack this morning and actually buy some connectors and speaker wire and all that stuff, so I'm redoing it all. So y'all, let's stay tuned now, and let's get this new radio put in. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, and I've been playing around with this a little bit, trying to figure out how to run this in here. And if you look right here, you see right there, they tied the 12-volt constant hot wire. It's blurry, I don't know how well you can see it or not. But they tied the constant hot wire into the power wire for the cigarette lighter right there. Or the 12-volt power outlet. It's not really a cigarette lighter. But, yeah, I mean, as you can see, they literally just wrapped the wire around it and called it good enough. And then the ground was hooked up to some other wire back off in here that was just wrapped around finger tight, and so I actually just pulled the wire, just literally just grabbed it. Where's my hand? There. I just grabbed it like this, just did that, and it came undone. So, I mean, that's pitiful. But now I did. Let me see here. Where'd it go? Yeah, I went down to the shop and got my electrical tester here. Excuse me, I can't talk today. And come on, focus now. Quit going blurry. Hey, there we go. And so what I did was, so I hooked it up and everything. I mean, a little cheap, like $2 Harbor Freight tester, but hey, it works. So, and see, I got a note right here that we made it when I went to Radio Shack today. The man helped me out. God dang it. The man helped me out and everything, and he was a real nice man. I mean, goodness, I won't stay on there now. There we go. And so he wrote me out the list of the factory wiring harness right here. So my 12-volt constant wire is the green and yellow. So as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but if you see right here, if I touch the wire, where's it at? Come on. If I touch it into the green and yellow, see, I'm alive. So good news is the factory harness is still alive. And then if I turn the key on right here, and I find my yellow and black wire right here, as you can, well, can't really see what I'm doing, but look, say yellow and black wire, for the switch is still alive. So good news is the factory harness is still alive, so I can just tie everything back into it, and there we go. Tie everything back into it and not try to splice into that right there, and then of course run the ground for it too and everything. So good news is I can reuse my factory harness and not hack job this together like someone else did. So I guess now what I need to do is pull my door panels right here and rip out that speaker wire. So here we go. Okay, so I just got the driver's side door panel took off, and actually wasn't that much to it. I got the door panel removal tool right here to use to pull it out with, but actually I just pulled this thing out by hand. And so I'll show you why I think it came out so easy. And that's the fact that these don't let that close, because I probably, there we go. Because if you look, these clips, there's no clips in the panel right here. They were just gone. And then these right here, I don't know if how well you can really see it or not. I'll just take it out. If you look, there we go. See all the little fins are wore off of it. Not even on there. And so, like, they're all, as you can see, they're all just gone. And so all along the bottom right here, there's just nothing on them. And then missing one right there, and then that one all wore out. So apparently whoever did it last, apparently they just stuck the panel back on, didn't even bother to get a new pack of clips. Because see, I actually went to Napa Wednesday. Yeah, I went to Napa on Wednesday, and I actually bought some more right here and replaced them with. I mean, it says they're for GM and Chrysler and VW, but I mean they're all, they're all just the same standard size. I mean, that doesn't make much of a difference. Another thing too, I'm thinking that these might still be the original door speakers or something, but I could be wrong. But if you look right there, there's Ford insignia stamped on it. So I'm betting that might still be the original speaker. And so, I don't really know. But I'm gonna get the screwdriver right here, and I'm gonna take this cover off. And I'm going to reveal with y'all watching. Let me get the camera set up right here. Let's see, hopefully that'll stay right here, propped up on the dashboard. And we're gonna see what exactly this speaker looks like. Now, I apologize if the angle might be a little funny, but that's just, best I can do right now. So let's just take this one off right here, and, well, that's really loose. So let's just pull these out and see what we are working with here. And so, because I'm kind of curious to know now, are these the original door speakers, or have these been changed? And see, the truck has been repainted once before, but, it's all, as you probably noticed in the video I showed when I first bought the truck, all the paint's coming off of it, because whoever did the truck, I mean, I'm not dogging anybody, but let's just say that I think a lot of shortcuts were took on this thing, and I mean, it's like the paint's coming off of it. You can't even tell it's been repainted before. And if you look, you can't see it in the video, but if you look, there is overspray all over the speaker right here. So apparently, I mean, it's a really pretty blue. I mean, you can see right there, that's the original color right there, probably, or whatever the respray color was. I mean, it's real pretty, but I mean, there's blue overspray around the speaker. So apparently, somebody didn't bother to mask it off too much. So I mean, that's just poor workmanship, if you ask me. I mean, now I'm not trying to trash talk nobody, and I mean, let's say somebody in the future, comes across this video and says, "Hey, I know the original owner of this truck." Well, I mean, my apologies. I'm not trying to trash talk nobody, But I mean, come on, let's. And I am saying nobody's cutting corners, but I mean, I am just saying this. Okay, how's this come out? This looks. It just looks like people have been trying to skimp out on this a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. What in the... Can y'all see that? What in the world? Well, these may not be the original speakers. I don't know. Okay, y'all. Let's see. There's no name right there that you can see. All the labeling is gone. But there is. See, all the foam around it's still good. And this. Oh, that may be the original speaker, because if y'all look right there, see, there's Ford insignias on it. So any of y'all out there coming across this video, or watching this video anyway, if y'all can identify this, tell me, please comment and tell me if that's still the original door speaker right there. Because I kind of feel like that is. But like I said, you know, I don't really know. But now, for laughs and giggles, I'm going to take this electrical tape off right here, and I want to see. Well, I'm going to have to take it off anyway. But I want to. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Y'all seeing this? Look at this. Hang on. Let me get the camera right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I mean, look at that. That is probably the most hacked together job I have ever seen. Oh my gosh. You know, that probably explains why these speakers had a very, very poor sound quality to them. Truth be told, them wire, I bet that's the problem on the passenger side now. I bet those wires probably aren't even hooked up over there. Because they probably did it like this, and all those wires are just undone in there. Well, look at that. I literally just pulled it and it came undone. That's, okay, you just talk about being lazy with it right there. That's what that is. Oh my goodness. So, but yeah, like I was saying, if any of y'all can identify this speaker, let's see, I don't see any kind of Ford wire on there, but I bet this is probably still the original door speakers. So if any of y'all can tell me that, just let me know in the comments or something, because that looks like a factory style clip right there, and then the color coding on the wires, I bet that's original. So, yeah, like I said, if y'all can identify that, let me know. Broken piece right there. Or it's not even broke, it's bent. They didn't even put it in the hole. And that was my same point as I made a while ago. All those little plastic Christmas tree clips, whatever you want to call them, they're all broke off. Or all the little fins on them are broke. So I mean, look at this one. This one's even stuck in the door still, and the head's not even on it. Let's see if I can take that out. Point proven. All those little tips gone. Let's see if this reveals anything as to why the speaker doesn't work. Now I will say, this one looks like it may have been changed because it looks different from the other one. Let's see if anything stands out. Alright, moment of truth. Well, it's hooked up. Here's the wires. Let's undo this tape right here. See what we got. Well, they're just everything. I don't know if you can really see it or not, but all the wires just wrapped around together right there. They're not hardly even. Doesn't look like they're making contact with each other. Well, they kind of are, but you know what? Now they ain't. So, yeah. Well, that's a Ford speaker right there. Because if you look at the back of it, that's a Ford stuff right there. So that's a Ford speaker, all right. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. Okay, now let's have some fun. Look at this. Factory wiring harness still in there. And here's the aftermarket, or aftermarket. Well, let's rip this out now. You know what? When in doubt, cut it out. Because I ain't reusing any of this anyway. When in doubt, rip it out. Alrighty. Now, here comes the fun part. Oh, look at all that. Alright, this radio is out of here. Now, let's work on hooking up that JVC. Okay, so it's been a little while, and been having to work with the wiring and all that stuff, and trying to get it all figured out and get it straightened out and all that stuff, but now I have got it to where it is working. And so I got it wired where it comes on when I turn the key on. So I will now demonstrate what it does. And there she comes. So now that I got it working, I just got to get my cable for the door speakers ran and figure out how I'm going to do all that good stuff. Figure out how I'm going to run the door speakers or run the wire for the door speakers, and figure out now how I'm going to get the door speakers in here. And so then, as you can see, when I turn the key off right here, it shuts off. So it's in here, and it's almost ready to go. Now I just got to get my door speakers put in on both sides, run the cable, and I'll be in business. Okay, so I'm picking back up now where I left off Friday night. So it is now Sunday afternoon, and so I would have finished this up Friday night, but I ran out of time, and plus ran out of daylight and everything, and as you know, trying to put the new school into the old school, everything does not go as smoothly as you'd like it to sometimes. So, also I'm going to show you right here the speakers I got, because I don't think I actually did. So, here they are. The CT Sound 6.5 speaker. They're shallow mount, so that makes them fit inside the door panel easier right there. And so, as you can see, what I had to do was, by the way these, like these little fins, as I call them, stick out right here. Apparently those holes are made for a 6-inch speaker, and these are 6.5, because apparently the information I read online was wrong. So I don't know, but they don't quite fit in the hole right there. So as you can see, I took my plasma cutter and cut out little notches in the door so the speaker will fit flush in there. So that's what I'm working with now. And so the only problem with that is, as you can see, the mounting holes right there are directly behind where that notch is at. So I'm not going to be able to use those holes right there, but that's no big deal. I'm just going to drill a new hole right there beside it, and then just reuse the old screws that came out of it, So no big deal. And so as you can see, I've got my new speaker wire pulled through, and I've got it hanging out right here. So now I got to work on getting that crimped onto my speaker connections right here, and then of course run the passenger side and do the same thing for it, and then hook everything up, and hopefully my new radio should be playing. And then of course put my put my door panels back on and put the new clips in and everything, and we should be good to go. So that's where I'm at now, and so let's work on getting some wiring hooked up, or getting some speakers hooked up anyway. Okay guys, I'm finally back now, and I'm actually done with installing this new radio. So I've got it all wired in, got both my new speakers wired in, and I've already tested it, and I gotta say, it sounds probably 1,000 times better than what that old one was. So, come to find out, the original speakers I took out, they were the original speakers, and someone had just straight wired all the stuff in there, literally, as y'all noticed, they just literally took it and just twisted it all together, and then that was twisted together, put electrical tape around it, and that was it, So that's why they sounded so crappy like they did, and plus they were 29 years old. So basically, long story short, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera around and show y'all this new JVC radio. There it is. Look at that. So if you try to think of what the old one looked like compared to this one right there we go. This one right here looks a whole lot better. I probably do need to put like some kind of a shim or something, because see, if you notice it wiggles up and down a little bit right there. But there was no factory bracket back in there to hold anything else in. But I mean, it's not going to go nowhere, and it's not going to. It actually takes kind of a little bit more of a force to actually move it up and down like that. So I mean, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll probably come back later and put something in there to hold it up a little bit better. But yeah, that's it. And so there's my new speakers, what they look like inside there. And so I only was able to use three of the mounting screws right there, because on this one, the way I had to cut the door out, I actually had just enough metal left. I could still use the same mounting holes in the speaker right there. But the fourth one down here on that, let's see, where's my finger at? Yeah, there we go. That corner right there, I believe it is, the screw hole wouldn't line up with the metal, so I didn't feel like drilling a new hole and everything. But it works and everything, so that's all that matters, and it's in there tight, it's not going to go anywhere. Same with the driver's side right here. Let me open the door a little bit better. So, of course, this one I actually have to drill new holes for it and everything, but that's no big deal. I mean, it's in there tight and everything, and it's not going to go nowhere, so I ain't worried about it. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and turn the key on now. And so the good thing, let me just say this, the good thing is the way I've got the radio wired in now is, unlike the old one, you could just turn the old one on anytime you wanted to, whether the key was on or off or anything like that. Well, this one, I've got it wired in using the factory harness and the other 12-volt power source right there. So that's the good thing. I was able to use the factory harness again for the power sources and all that stuff. So, good news is now the radio only turns on when I've got the key on. There we go.
Nothing but two-lane country on up ahead. Girl, you so fine, I wouldn't mind if this is all we did. You got me high on kisses, you got me missing signs. Hard looking left when my world is on my right.
So I guess y'all get the idea right there. So basically, now all I gotta do is figure out how to get the, I believe it's got hands-free calling, because also show you right here, I put the little microphone, there it is, put the little microphone for it right there, and I was able to run the wire down the pillar right there, and then around, tucked in around there, and then just of course underneath the dash, tied into the back of it right there. So now I just gotta figure out how to set up, I believe it is hands-free calling, so. And then also I need to go ahead and now work on getting my phone, there we go, paired Bluetooth with it. So that's basically it and everything. And then just of course get my door panels put back on and all that stuff and all that good stuff. So basically this radio is done. It sounds great, and I'm extremely satisfied with it. Okay guys, so that basically concludes the video for today, and so hope you all enjoyed this, keeping up with this project. And so I just gotta say, I'm 100% satisfied with this thing already. I mean, the sound quality is a whole lot better than what the other one was, and this radio just looks a whole lot better in here than what the old one did. And so now, you know, just gotta finish, put my door panels back on and all that good stuff, but you know, no big deal. So also I do want to give a shout out to the Coleman Radio Shack guys up there. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was extremely helpful. I mean, basically I almost didn't have to tell him what I needed. He just basically just named off, you know, you need this, you know, and just pretty much got it for me, you know, without me even having to tell him. And so, I mean, extremely helpful, great service, you know, and extremely cheap too. I mean, 25-foot roll of speaker wire plus 3 packs of connectors and everything ran me $22. So, I mean, you can't beat that at all. So I just gotta say, Coleman Radio Shack guys, great store, and so I'll definitely use them again if I ever have to do anything with radios or anything like that. And so I mean, I'm satisfied, completely satisfied, and so that's all I can say. So, like I always say, if you like this video, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. And my username is going to pop up somewhere down here below me. And so that concludes the video for today. So I will see you guys next time.